Au revoir. Hello, hello. Ah, right. Um. Alrighty. Right. I guess first. Yeah. Fitting game choice. I guess first question. Who all here was watching the splashdown? Hello, Seffi. How you doing? Yeah, me and Jess were watching it. Okay, just me and Jess, I guess. Okay. All right. Let's see. So yes, this is what we're playing tonight instead of Farm Sim because, well, you know, as we just said, Artemis 2 just splashed down. Big milestone in our space exploration. So we're celebrating a little with the space game. We're going to run our own space program. But to start with, we have to choose a starting. Yeah, even further than Apollo 13, which only went as far as it did because of, unfortunate circumstances. Hello, Hopsco. How you doing? So we have 5 choices. This is an early access title. Only just released like yesterday. I went and got the demo and played it, and I liked it, so I got the full game. It was less than 20 bucks Canadian, so I was like, yeah, I'll grab it. Seems good. What does that have to do with anything, Deletion? Or more to the point, what does that have to do with Jess's comment? She was just saying they were the furthest that humans have ever been from Earth because their orbit out around the far side of Earth, or far side of the moon, sorry, went further out than any other orbit on the Apollo missions ever did, including Apollo 13, which held the record until now. I mean, Apollo 13 held a lot of other records, but um, you know, there was a lot of firsts on Apollo 13, but anyway, we have to choose our space agency. We have the totally not SpaceX, which, I would be very tempted to say no straight away just because of the indirect relationship to a certain muskrat, but and just watched a little launch through the VR chat stream a bit ago. I see, I see. Does start with improved reusable rockets and Hydrolox engines. So their launch boosters, they get good launch boosters to start with. Hydrolox is a type of fuel. Starts with additional fuel production. Okay. Then we've got the big boy, NASA. Starting research, nuclear power and propulsion. The nuclear propulsion is good for inter-orbit stuff, like boosting a ship from Earth orbit to, like, Mars or something. But we're going to be starting off with very basic tech for launches from Earth. I believe it actually starts off with a single-use rocket as your only real option. So there's hydrogen production. Now we've got the European Space Agency. Improved electric engines and computing technologies. Again, electric engines, that's going to be for like your inter-orbit stuff. Boosting out to Mars, Jupiter, whatever. Starts with research lab. I'm assuming that boosts your research speed. Next we have China. Starting research, improved mining. Starts with mining facilities. Okay. And Roscosmos, the Russian space agency. Starting research, space farming, and starts with hydroponic farms. I don't know. What do we think, chat? Which one do we think we want to go with? Obviously, these symbols are just, you know, mostly made up. Having a clue beyond wanting to do the seagull thing? Mine. Hey, Croyd, how you doing? Well, you know what? Since we just had, you know, the big Artemis 2 thing and all that, maybe we'll start with NASA. As much as, you know, I'm not a big fan of the current US administration, NASA is, well, it's kind of, basically any Canadians that are going to go to space are going to go through NASA. For the most part. I imagine they could probably go through... Well, actually, no. ESA doesn't really launch manned missions. So... They just do, like, satellite launches and stuff. Any manned stuff they're involved with is through NASA. Okay, so... Standard... Stolen realistic solution. Yeah. Oh, God, that's annoyingly loud. Apparently, in the future version of the game, we'll be able to get different solar systems to start with, which would be interesting. Different eras. We have to start with the early exploration era first. We have to unlock stuff in that one before we can later choose to start with expansion 1. Not sure how far through this you can actually get when playing the game, but obviously you can't start in these points yet. But... Okay, also can't choose different difficulties yet. Ba, 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 ba. Do we want rival corporations, or do we just want to play for fun? Mm. Mm. Da, 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 da. Beat that muskrat? You think we should have Solex as a rival corporation? Not that I'm likely to beat anybody at this point. I did like maybe an hour of the tutorial in the demo, and that's my only experience with this game. I know the basics, and that's about it. We'll keep the tutorial enabled so we can refresh my memory on stuff. All right. We'll start. Oh, wow. Well, hello, Thomas. How you doing? Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, there is big plans for this game, apparently. Yeah, so important info. Initially, this in the conquest of the solar system and beyond. We're about to schedule our first flights into space, then to the moon and other planets. Eventually, we'll colonize, terraform, and perhaps one day venture to the stars. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ah! Okay, that's loud. Settings. Drop that way down. There we go. Okay. So we got a contract here. Earth orbit. We're ready for our big launch. To start off, we need to put a brand new space telescope in low Earth orbit. Let us look above and beyond and scout out suitable locations for future missions. We have to deliver space telescope from Earth directly to Earth orbit and observe Luna. Okay. Okay, so this is, yeah, let's see there. We'll now go step by step through for space mission. Click on the Earth icon to open the object panel. It's the one highlighted down here. Boop. As the object panel contains all the information about the planet, as well as buildings, spacecraft, and launch vehicles on it. In planning missions here. So we go to the planned missions. Click the button that's hidden behind my plushie here. And we get the screen. First destination is Earth orbit. Let's type or choose it in the destination box. Earth orbit. Okay. We don't necessarily need any sophisticated spacecraft to deliver our cargo to orbit, so let's just use an orbital payload container. Okay, like that. Next. Add modules. Space telescope's already selected. Okay, important info. Launch vehicles are optimized for moving things from surface to orbit, but aren't capable of traveling to other planets. They're primarily used for launching cargo and spacecraft from Earth's surface or other planets where either gravity is high or a given spacecraft lacks thrust. Okay. Our launch vehicle is going to be Sparrow. Cheap, simple, single-use, small launch vehicle. Okay. Next. Mission is all planned out, so we hit OK. Now, object search. Okay. Exploration. Mission planning. List. Search. Okay. Oh, there we go. Our space telescope is in orbit. Exploration. Object to observe Luna. That. Oh, contract completed. Okay. And now we have new contract. Explore Luna. We cannot hope to reach further if we don't start in our closest neighborhood. It's time to send a probe to Earth's companion. Prepare a spacecraft to deliver a probe to Luna. It will allow us to search for resource deposits on the lunar surface. Okay. have to construct a spacecraft, Iris, okay, on Earth, construct a probe on Earth, deliver probe from Earth directly to the moon. Okay. So, Earth, spacecraft construction, Iris, accept. And it's telling me to do this now, but I know I can build the probe as well. Might as well get them both building at the same time. We don't have to wait for the probe after Iris is finished. What? Why did you zoom in on the telescope? Okay, Iris is ready. We'll need the probe to finish. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's basically a shortcut to plan the mission. We're saying we want the probe on the moon, and this is how we're going to do it. Oh, important info. Spacecraft. Vehicles designed for traveling between planets and orbits. They vary greatly in thrust and efficiency, with some being able to launch from lower gravity worlds unassisted, while others can travel great distances with minimal fuel. Firm wheel transporting cargo and crew between places. Okay. Iris, select. Probe is already set. Launch on Sparrow. Click OK. Now I wish we there we go. We are following Luna 1 now. Yeah, schmack. We just smacked right into it instead of going into an orbit. Okay, that's fair. It's time for a grand return to the moon. Let's construct our most powerful launch vehicle and a spacecraft capable of bringing crew to the moon and back. Oh, hi, Archangel. You might not be the first humans there, but we will make sure to be the ones remembered. Okay. Need to research Stratos. Construct Stratos. Construct Eagle. Deliver crew component. Crew compartment type S. Crew on board from Earth directly to Luna. Bring back the crew to Earth within 10 days. Okay. Needs where is spacecraft? Hills mining, so let's say spacecraft. There we go. Stratos. Research. Okay, while that is researching, might as well build our launch vehicle, Eagle. Build one of those. We already have the crew compartment. Okay. Good. And water on. Okay. And fissiles on Luna. Interesting. Okay, research complete, Stratos. Build one. Yep. Ah, but I won't start on that until after the Eagle is finished building. Okay. Slightly in can only full assembly. Build another vehicle assembly. Oh, assembly. Thing is, though, it looks like the only resources I'm actually producing at the moment is water, oxygen, and hydrogen, which are all coming from the same place, obviously. Okay, so plan the mission. Luna. Stratos. Add modules. Crew compartment. Oh. Important info. Yep, supplies. Yes, we kind of need. Excuse me. Okay, so it doesn't give you any warning if you're. Oh, this is the okay. 5 crew for 52 days. Yeah, that's a little bit more than what we need. Mission is supposed to last 10 days. Spring 20 days worth of supplies. Mission's 7 days, apparently. Never mind. But whatever, we will bring 20 days worth of supplies. There's no point bringing much more than that. All this fuel. So first number is a required delta V. Second number is effective delta V, so that's what we actually have with this amount of fuel. Okay, so it won't actually let us go any lower than the required amount. We'll put a bit more in, about 5 kilometers per second. We want some buffer, but we don't want to be wasting resources by sending like full loads of supplies and fuel and stuff. Mission time is still 7 days. Oh, won't allow you to return, right. Okay. Total propellant needed, 2.09 kilo. Okay, no, that's... Oh, minimum propellant needed, 55 tons. Okay. Oh no, that was well below what I had before. Okay, so that enough? Yes, apparently that's enough. Although there was no numbers anywhere telling me how much I needed for the return trip. There was just the Delta V numbers. Touchdown! Yay, we've landed. Land missions. Back to Earth. Launch off. We need to make sure we bring the crew compartment, because don't need a launch vehicle because it's launching from the moon. Oh dear. Oh dear. Maybe didn't bring enough supplies. Okay, never mind. They got back safe. Oof. Okay. Okay, now we have two different contracts. Can explore Mars, build a space dock. Sun is need a Falcon rocket, Iris, and a probe. That's fairly quick and easy. This one we need to build stuff in orbit. Okay. Alright, let's see. I think we can probably work on both of these at once. Let us build another probe. Build Iris. Time. Also throw in a Falcon and let it build it in whatever order it says. Wow, hello Taku, how you doing? Okay. We're also going to need eventually one of these orbital construction things for the other one. So we'll throw that on there as well. Then we've got some resources we need to deliver to orbit. Okay. So once our Eagle has finished being recertified, we can... Oh, hi DG. Sky is doing okay, much better than last weekend. My stomach is not bothering me nearly as much now. Ugh. I think I figured out what was wrong with it last weekend, why it was causing me so much issues. I think it was probably... So, my whole hospital visit was basically caused by essentially excess stomach acid. Um, uh, Irritating and inflaming my esophagus. This time, thankfully, it didn't affect my esophagus, at least not nearly as much as last time. So I didn't get to the point where I felt like I was actually having trouble breathing. But what was happening was my stomach was hurting for quite a while. And I finally realized what it was. I had been drinking a whole bunch of milk. So what I think happened was, obviously the milk is an alkaline base. It was reducing the acidity of my stomach, and my body responded by saying, hey, acid levels in the stomach are dropping. We need to produce more acid. That's what I think happened. Yeah, no more Pepsi. Not really any more greasy stuff either, like greasy foods and whatnot. What about that is over there? Okay, Iris is ready. The probe is ready. Waiting on the Falcon for that. Oh, pause. We can get. How much is this gonna weigh? Mass 50 tons. Eagle can launch 800 tons. Yeah, I should be able to do all this in one mission. So I'll just wait until that's finished and then I can bump everything up in a single launch. Burp. Yeah. Okay, Falcon is ready, so I can send off my probe to Mars. Next, Iris, the probe, Falcon rocket. I'm fine. I'm fine. Like I said, I'm basically back to normal now. I've spent this entire week avoiding drinking milk or taking any antacids or anything like that to let my body kind of stabilize on its own, you know? Get to the point it needs to be at without outside interference. So I'm much better than I was last weekend. Let's see. Interplanetary transfers. An optimal transfer between planets uses the least amount of propellant but takes the longest time. Such transfers may only be possible every few months or years, depending on the alignment of planets you travel between. You can shorten the transfer time, but that requires significantly more propellant. Using the fastest option selects the transfer that will reach the destination soonest based on your current total propellant. You can also choose a different transfer time by clicking on the pork chop plot. Okay. So, minimum propellant needed 20 tons. No, 9 tons, sorry. Spacecraft propellant is at 28 tons out of 20 tons. But it's saying here that total propellant needed is 210 tons. Oh, because it's including the launch cost, which this doesn't. Okay. So we can ignore the launch cost because that's the booster. That's going to be properly filled anyway. Flight cost is 17.8 tons. Modified by atmospheric pressure minus 19 tons. Leftover propellant 2 tons. So we cut this down by 2 tons. Leftover propellant 1 ton. Still saying 1 ton. Still saying 1 ton. What the heck? It was 9 tons. Leftover propellant 0 tons. Will it launch with that? That's the question. Well, hi Blue, how you doing? Got a census job. Nice. There we go. Mission planned. We're sending a probe to Mars. It's not going to launch just yet, so we need to be in the right. Yeah, see, we need to be around here. July 23rd is when it'll launch. And it'll follow this route here. I'll actually swing out a little bit past Mars orbit and then rendezvous with the red planets almost a full year after launch, June 21st, 2023. You applied for a census job recently too? Just nice. Okay. Oh, before we do that, before we do this, we have... Well, once this is finished, we have all the parts for our orbital launch. There we go. Pause. Time to plan another mission. Going to Earth orbit. Going to use an orbital payload container. Add modules, orbital construction. Add resources. Electronics, we need 25 tons. Is this polymers? 50 tons. Oh, that's all we've got apparently, is 50 tons. Need alloys. 150 tons. The IRL and not really active on Twitch much lately. Okay, this is good. It's looking good. We'll use the Eagle next. Okay, there we go. Boom. So all of this is going to get up there now. Oomph, there we go. It's all in orbit. We still have not reached our launch time for our launch window for the Mars mission yet. So what do we do here? Earth orbit. There we go. Orbital shipyard. Accept. There we go. Okay. Approaching launch time for the Mars mission. Did it not launch? The hell? The Earth, Mars. Yeah. Is it actually on its way? I wish there was some way to focus in. Like, why can I not focus on this particular mission so that I can like follow it? Just check. Okay, no, there's nothing there for keybinds or anything, so I can't freaking see. Okay, we've already gone past the start point, so why is it not? Okay, we completed the space dock. Next year. Oh, it's 2021. Okay. Frick, I didn't even notice it was 2021 at the moment. Jeez. That's why it hasn't launched yet, because I'm a year early. Thank you. Much appreciated. Okay, so whole revenue mining module directly to Luna. Okay. Okay, so we're still waiting for that to launch. Lunar Depot, mobile refinery and mining module. Oh, it was in this. Okay, never mind. Modules. Mobile refinery and a mining module. What were the weights on the mining modules? 15 tons. Mobile refinery 25 tons. Okay. Well, I need those to be built first before I can launch them. Got the refinery. Now, Luna, refinery, mining module. Launch with the Eagle. Well, it needed 88. Flight cost 560. Give it a little buffer. We'll put up to 600. Now it's saying the flight cost is 356. What? Oh, right, because the less propellant you have, the less propellant you need to get all the weight off the... Yeah, okay. Get all the weight moving. Yeah. But 15 tons left over. Right. But this is only calculating for a one-way trip, isn't it? I think I kind of need to get this thing back. So, 88, 88, 176, call it 180, 180, so we'll bump it to like 190 roughly. That should do it. Oh, go. Oh. That is okay, 20 February. Okay, that's my lunar mission. Okay. Oof. Ding. Okay. How? Okay, so you plan cyclical mission from Luna to Earth orbit, taking fuel lasting 3 cycles. Plan mission Earth orbit. Plan is a cyclical mission. Cyclical missions are a way to plan recurring missions between 2 locations. Science spacecraft, launch facilities, launch vehicles, and facilities will automatically perform missions according to set parameters. You can set what resources to be transported from one location to another, whether the flights should utilize fastest available transfers or fly optimally, how many times or until when the cycle. Okay. Next, so using Stratos. Next, add resources. Fuel, wait until cargo is full. Next, cargo from Earth, orbit to Luna, nothing. Next, launch vehicle is not needed. It's not needed because we're only going to orbit. Mission ends. It's 3 cycles. There we go. Oop. Working on getting the crew out now. Nice. Gotta go. Gotta get ready to go see a movie. Have a good. Oh, what movie are you seeing? Ground facilities require energy to function. Energy is produced in power facilities. Each type of power facility. Matrix, like the original, or the OG Matrix? Ah, the best one. Nice. Well, have fun. I'm assuming you're going with the boyfriend. Produces a different amount of energy depending on solar rays produce more the closer you are to the sun. Wind power only works in atmosphere. Nuclear power provides a lot of energy anywhere, but requires a steady supply of fissiles to function. Don't enough energy to power only facilities fully. They will work at a reduced speed. Unused production facilities only consume power when active. If certain buildings on a planet are not always active, you can consider constructing batteries to stockpile additional energy. What's this? This is Moonbase Alpha. That's not an ominous name at all. I'm totally not expecting the moon to get blasted out of orbit now. Anyway, Moonbase will greatly benefit our exploration efforts as a forward base outside of Earth's deep gravity well. Having such a foothold on our satellite will help us to reach further in space. So we need construction equipment, ground type this time, on Luna. Construct outposts, fuel refinery, water ice extractor, solar array. Deliver 10 humans directly to Luna. Okay, so first, we need to get the construction equipment there. Right, so we're gonna have to build that. Build construction equipment. Okay. Right. Oh, construction equipment is ready. Okay. So we want to send that to Luna. We don't have a spacecraft. That's unfortunate. How much does this thing weigh? 5 tons. Iris is not going to be enough. We're going to need another Stratos, aren't we? Wait a second. We haven't been doing any research, have we? Search Selene. Hopefully it'll have higher capacity than Iris, so we don't have to keep using a Stratos for cargo. Meantime, we're coming up on the launch window for our Mars mission. Oof, and there it goes, Mars 1, on its way. Oh yeah, we were coming up on our closest approach to Mars there, yeah. Okay, search is done there. Spacecraft, 5 tons. 5 tons, perfect. That, go. Okay. Now, in construction equipment to Luna. In the Selene spacecraft. Next, and we will launch it with... Don't need to use the Eagle for this, we'll use the Falcon. Oh. Huh. Oh. Oh, Selene uses noble gas. Okay. I see. I didn't realize. Balance. Um, mm, okay, go. Just the meaning gas extract. Okay, we might want some energy first. Power production per day 5. 0.5. Okay. Build a solar array. Yeah, because we're making 14 per day. Wait. Saying equal. We're producing 14, consuming. Oh, we don't. Never mind. We don't need another. Cancel? Alright, well, I guess we're getting another solar array anyway, even though we don't actually need. That's fine. Whatever. We still got like 499 tons of the noble gas anyway, so. Oop, okay, there we go. Luna, we have struck the core. Okay, we're going to need outpost. Fuel refinery. Extractors, so okay. Get the solar array up and running for. Lack the following resources to do that. Okay. Okay, so I need to transport the resources. So glass and alloys. Okay. 50 tons of glass. Okay. It's Might have to do some figuring out here. Okay, so let's see. Glass. $50 Need alloys 10 tons. Let's put some spaces. Oop. Okay. Okay, and that's for the solar array. Water ice extractor. Need 125 tons metal. 5 tons. Okay, and then we need a fuel refinery. Oh, it shows it right here. Never mind. Another 50 tons of metals, so bumps us up to 175 tons of metal. And we need whatever the heck that is. Okay. is rare metal. Okay, 10 tons rare metal. Tons. Okay, and then for the outpost, another 40 tons of metals and supply. By 90, 205, 215. So 215 metals. Supplies. Needed about 10 tons? 10 tons. Okay, there's my shopping list. All done up. Ba -ba -ba -ba. That's a little unfortunate. I didn't realize that thing was reusable. Get back to Earth. There's no launch vehicle. Hmm. Okay, so... Okay, have a good one. There's 5 tons cargo capacity anyway. This is going to need a lot more. I'm going to need another Stratos. Or... So many things to research. This actually sounds good. The solar sail one, like for going between Earth and the moon at the any rate, that would save me on fuel. Materials research, launch vehicles. What? Oh, solar array was built on Earth, right? Yeah, okay. Hmm. Launch facilities. Oh, spin launch might be good. Light payload is greatly accelerated. Centrifugation boosted final orbit. Chemical engine. Magnetic launch rails. Built on the mountain slope. Mass driver. Go full on Gundam seed. Got a catapult mass driver. Bullshit. Space elevator. 00 Gundam. There we go. I'm thinking some better ways to get things off the ground and into orbit is probably not a bad idea. Gonna go for that spin launch. Gonna take a long time to research, but we'll grab that. In the meantime, we'll produce another Stratos. Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll buy that. I said yes. Okay. 20 tons polymers. We need polymers. There's how much money do we have? 10.3 million. Well, we definitely don't want to spend freaking what? 3.2 million of it just on polymers. Let's get like 100 tons for now. There we go. Oh, Jesus. 65 tons of the rare metal, or alloys. Sorry, alloys. We're gonna need quite a lot of that, so we get 500 tons of it. Fuck! Why is it building 3 of them? I only want... Yeah. Okay. Just one. Just building the one, right? All you need to do is just build the one. Okay. Well... whatever the hell that... carbon... contract completed. Explore Mars. Okay, yep. Okay. Yeah, I'm not ready for either of these yet. Thank you. What I need is to get some more resource production going. So, the carbon mine. Let's get one of those going. And that will let us do some... I need alloys. Melting seems metal. But on both alloy smelting and polymer production. Go, ba 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 ba. Right. Zip through. So we hopefully don't have to buy this stuff again. Okay, so we're producing polymers now, right? Yes, we are producing polymers now. Excellent. Now we're producing alloys as well. Okay. So what do we need? 50 tons of glass, that's like a third of the amount that we have because I don't have any glass production running. Okay. Be making supplies. Oh. In the meantime, though, we need to get this supply rocket launched to the moon so we can start building stuff. In a mission. Luna. Stratos. Oh, you've only got 100 tons. God damn you. Okay. Well, it's the best that we're going to get, apparently. Oh, phone decided to look. Okay, so we can get the glass, the alloys, the rare metal, and the supplies in one run. That's 50, 60, 80, and then we can get 20 tons of the metal. Okay. Glass. Oh wait, no, it's 100 tons. Never mind. Ugh. Yeah, 100 tons. Yeah, so 50. Yeah, okay. 50 tons of glass. Okay, add resources. I'm dying here. Alloys. Need 10 tons. Rare metal. 10 tons. Supplies. 10 tons. And then the last 20 tons can metal. There you go. Yeah, we're gonna need to use the eagle for this. The minimum propellant needed is 155 tons. Well, 310. We're gonna give 350-ish. Was enough? No, no. Down to this 310 mark. 350. The repellent. No, no. Yeah, 350, I think. Gives enough to get back. Whatever. Launch. Boom, there we go. That's all arrived. Now, to turn you. Oop, no, no, not what I wanted to do. Turn you to Earth. Oop. Auto repellent, 0 tons. Okay. Boom. Okay. Then, no, no. Earth. So we delivered 20 tons of metal that time. The metal is all that we've got left to deliver. I think it says 120 altogether. Really don't want to be wasting fuel on these trips, but it's so tempting just to leave everything maxed out. It's 155. Yeah, so again, do about 350-ish, 355, that'll do. Why? Oh, because I gotta wait for the eagle to be prepped, I think. Yeah. Why? 125. Okay. Why is the eagle not showing up there? Oh, because it's been selected for a mission, right? Okay. No. Oof, there we go. Luna 8 on its way. Boom. Right, so that gets me up to 120. You can return straight away. Uh, I need 95 tons of metal on the next launch. Okay. Plan a mission. Luna. Nope. Hold up. Hold up. Luna selected. Go back here. Plan mission. Luna. Stratos. Sources. Metal. 95 tons. And yeah, we'll put 5 extra tons of supplies. There we go. Ah, interesting. 8 million population? I think you're a couple of letters the wrong direction on the keyboard there. A couple of letters off on the keyboard. Okay, oh, right, so we've got everything we need on here now. We're looking for... We'll do the outpost last, I think. First, we'll get power up and running. Oop. Then get the water ice extractor up and running. How am I short 5 metal? What the hell? Did I miscalculate somewhere? I fucking added something up wrong, apparently. Ugh. I only have 120 tons of it. God damn it. Alright. Screwed up my math somewhere. Got enough to get the fuel refinery up and running. Ba -ba 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 -ba. Okay, fuel refineries, power. Okay, so edit. Fly with a cargo. That'll actually get it going. Meowdy meowdy doggin, how you doing? They're unloading the crew from Integrity now? Nice. So I have 70 tons here. I need another 55 just to get the water ice extractor running. Plus 40. There's another 95. What the? That's annoying. That is annoying. Wait. Oh, because this one hasn't frickin' taken off yet. Jesus. Of course, yeah, I planned the mission, but it hasn't actually launched and arrived there yet. That's my other 95 tons of metal. Jeez. Yes, because it's launching over here once the Eagle is ready. You know what? I'm gonna build another Eagle. It's kind of annoying having to wait for... kind of annoying constantly having to wait for one to get... my single Eagle to get recertified before I can use it for a cargo run. There's the... There we go. Now I have... Okay. Fuel refinery is being built. The water ice extractor. Finally, outpost. Yep. We're already producing some water and silicone and fuel. New eagle constructed. You can go back to here. Go. Should get okay. I don't really need carbon dioxide extractor on Earth. Yes, extract. Well, if electrolysis plant or metal extractor, I could use one of those, I think. Oy. 0.3 kiloton, 5 kiloton, 0.2. Okay. Get rid of metal extractor. Shoot. Thinking, actually, at the moment, anything that I can actually produce on the moon, I should probably produce. So what do we got for resource deposit? Helium-3, silicone, fissiles, water, okay. Megaton. Damn. Okay. Skeleton. Okay, the only downside to that, of course, is we need to transport the materials to build the extractors from Earth to the moon. Have shipyard here. Okay. We're still waiting on the spin launch to search. Point building launch vehicles in orbit. Okay, so I don't think these cyclical mission things actually work the way they're supposed to. As far as I can tell, this one made one trip from the moon to Earth, and it's just sat here in Earth orbit ever since. I think. Get 10 people there. Current type S carries 5. That is the only one that I have access to at the moment. Spin launch finished. Need larger crew compartment. Up here. Support. Okay, unlock facility crew compartment type. Okay. Compartment type M. Okay, that. Increases supply consumption by 50%, decrease supplies spacecraft by 50%. Let's get this first. Get bigger capsule. We'll wait until that's ready before we deliver mining module construction directly to Mars. You know, we can start working on this preparation for human landing on Mars one while we wait for our crew capsule there. So we're going to need mining module and construction. Okay. We'd have to get the resources in orbit before we can. It's really not worth it for small stuff like this. It's only worth it if we're like, you know, building the Hermes or something. That is 5 times. Like bang on 200 tons for all of it. Stratos only carries 100. Even the expanded cargo base would only bump that up to 150. Not. Rocket cargo capacity 800 tons. Holy. But needs missile. I mean, I should have some. Yes. But surge speed by 3%. Generate. Okay, but like. How do we extract? Oh, I bet you I need some kind of research before I can extract that, don't I? Mining. Radioactive isotope isolation. Okay. Helium extraction. That's okay. That next. Before that, we do have some fissiles already. So we could unlock Prometheus and use it with our current. Build it and use it with our current supply of fissiles until we can extract more. Sufficient. That's why it's not. Fuck. Okay. That's why the frickin' thing's not going back to the goddamn. Destination Earth orbit. Orbital payload can. There's not enough fuel in orbit. Guess why it's only doing 208 tons. Default. Considering I've got like 29.4 kilotons. Wasting the crew into the helicopter now. Nice. That took them a while. It's been almost 2 hours since splashdown. It was a lot faster in the Apollo days. Bump 400 tons of fuel into orbit. Use. Oh, it's gonna have to be an Eagle. Here we go. There we go. And there's our... Yeah, there's our cyclical... That was what was wrong with our cyclical mission. It got back to Earth orbit, but there wasn't enough fuel in Earth orbit to get it back to the moon. Okay. Right. Okay, yes, we've got these now. You know, there's really not a huge amount of point in waiting for Prometheus at this point. 200 tons worth of stuff, that's 2 Stratos trips. Alright, yeah, plan a mission. Going back to Mars. Take the 2 modules. Then, what was that? That's 20 tons. So we'll... Um, 20 glass. 50 tons, perfect. That's, yeah, okay. Yeah, and then next trip will be the 10 tons of alloys and 90 tons of metal. Gonna have to be the Eagle. Go for the optimal transfer window. Yeah, we're going with a full fuel load this time. When's that one going to launch? 2028, October 14th. Okay, 2 years from now. Actually, gonna do that. We might as well. So I'll build another Stratos to do the... Rather than getting that one there and waiting for it to come back. Yeah, we should just build another Stratos. However... Wait. Oh, do we not have the cyclical mission going anymore? Oh, it is still going. It's just it's at the lunar part. Yeah, okay. What we're going to do actually. What does Stratos need? Earn 20 tons of alloys, 20 tons of rare metals, and 20 tons of polymers. Alloys. 120 tons. Air metal. 20 tons. It was 20 tons, right? Yes, and then 20 tons of polymers. This one, we're going to build an orbit. Right, that's what we need to build it. And we're also going to need another 10 tons of alloys to take with us. And 90 tons of metals. So we might as well get all that up in orbit now as well. Same launch. So that we're not doing multiple launches. Yeah, that looks good. That gives me the remainder of my resources and what I need to build. Well, again. Gives me what I need in order to build my orbit spacecraft Stratos build. Go boop. Our first spacecraft built in orbit. Or it will be once it gets done. You know what I should do actually? There it is. Research laboratory. Let's get one of those up and running. Stratos construction on Earth orbit complete. Earth orbit. Land mission. Orbit to Mars. Stratos. Source. Metal. Ha! Why is it saying? Okay. There's 90 tons in it. Damn you. Alloys. Go. We need more fuel. Well, shoot. Um. Oh, okay. Land missions to Earth orbit. I can take source fuel. Let's fucking fill her up. Get as much fuel in orbit as we can. Don't have to worry about it for a while. Nope, nope. We need the. Wait, no, we can't, cause crap. Heck, okay. Apparently, as much fuel as we can in orbit is only 800 tons, because that's all the Eagle can handle. Get better launch thingy. Oh, right. Fuck. I was supposed to be a launcher. Yeah. Capacity to orbit 100 tons. Launch cost 250 tons of fuel. Not the best, honestly. I'm not going to bother building one of those. It's just a stepping stone to a better launch site. Earth orbits. Now we trip to middle. Optimal. Go. Okay. Oh. All 4 astronauts on the ship. Nice. Right. Gonna need more. Gonna need more fuel in orbit. Gonna need to actually produce fuel. Maybe a fuel refinery. Should have built one of those on Earth. There we go. Making some. Only one can be built on this object. Dang. But does that mean? Technically, I could build one on the moon. Need more people to run it, though. This game's pretty complicated. Got lots of stuff to think about. I should get more fuel up there, though. It's a better launch vehicle. Okay. I've already decided to send the resources of Stratos, so Prometheus isn't as important right now. I think I would rather Hermes for the manned missions anyway. Cancel that. I need is some better launch abilities for you. Superconducting magnets. Superconducting magnets. Okay. Hawk. Tell me how much. Oh, wait. Capacity to orbit 200 tons. Damn it. It's Magpie. Oh, 4,000 tons. Now, see, that's what we're talking about there. In order to get that, we need launch vehicles, super heavy launch, closed cycle gas core. Way down. Oh, that's gonna be a long last time. Yeah, I gotta basically research everything here to get that. Okay, so uh 500. Both need superconducting magnets. Okay. Superconducting magnets. What do you need? High temperature superconductors. Right. That. There we go. Okay. Okay. Capsule construction done. Department type M. Tons. Transportation of 20 humans. Get one of those. Curious. Probably best not to do it that way, isn't it? Just launch straight from the ground. Okay, so we're gonna produce another Stratos. Because both of the others are earmarked for Mars mission. But we do still have one on the moon. Where a whole bunch of fuel here. Why are you not... just stand. Well, waiting for a full load, yeah, but it only holds 100 tons. Oh, there's only 59.6 tons. Okay, never mind. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Yep. For some reason I was thinking that was way more than it actually was. uh, oh, not operational due to not enough crew. Okay, yeah. Get my crew there to... Okay, yeah, so I need to get my crew there. Then... Shadows just... Wow. Zip off like that. Pause. Mission free. Oh, right, yes, I completed that. I got all the stuff to Mars. Nice. I completely missed the launches, but, you know, it's got there. Uh, resource acquisition complete. Now it's time to prepare a surface base for our astronauts. Okay. So a fuel refinery, an outpost, and some kind of energy production. Well, we're not particularly worried about that at the moment. Except as far as... Yes! We've got 2 stranded rockets because we don't have enough fuel to bring them back. Oops. Actually, can I... Okay, it's only Stratos that can get there. That can't carry enough fuel to let the others get back. Okay, I guess they are stranded there until we get some fuel production up and running there, I guess. Right. But at the moment, we're going to concentrate on getting that fuel production up and running on the moon. Okay, Stratos. Transmission, Earth, Luna, Stratos, head modules. Type M, we only actually need 10 people. I just wanted to make sure I had enough left to get all 10 of them there. Take a bunch of supplies for them as well. Oh, it's only 60 tons left. That could be an issue. Well, we'll send it. Then we need to start producing supplies on Earth, don't we? How do we produce supplies? This is not great. I guess we have to buy supplies, I suppose. Supplies. 75. That's eagle. It's 3, 8. $30. Now we have our first outpost on the moon. Our first moon base. Hell yeah. Implementation. Unlock contract research laboratory. To improve our research efforts, we need to learn more about the worlds we're trying to explore. You can do this by constructing and entering laboratories on other objects. You can build one on each object, and they provide diminishing returns the more you build them. Each one improves the speed of your research significantly. The research laboratory on Luna. Okay. We're gonna need more facilities. Yeah. Habitat. It's 100 tons of metals, 20 tons of... Well, we got the supplies. 100 tons of metal. Let's, Earth. Oh, hello, Melissa. How you doing? So we'll take the other 50 tons of fuel back with us. Okay. Yeah, Eepy. Oh, maybe you should get some Eep then. Okay. See, so first I need to get a habitat and more people up here, so... Earth. Luna. Shadows. Habitat was 100. Yeah, 100 metal. So this entire trip is just going to be metal. Those buffer will do 333. That's good. Oh, no, no. Yeah, okay. Good. Go. I wish I wouldn't zoom all the way in like that when I freaking click on the planet. Okay, so send you back. Just realized there is a, yep, it's my crew compartment is still here. I should take that back. But I want to empty. Well, hello Marcus. How you doing? 62 tons. There we go. Just go into bed. I see. I see. Oh. When? Oh. Frick. When I just remembered we were trying to organize something. When the heck was that? Did we even finish organizing? Arranging? Or after EU Utopia tomorrow, right? Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Wait, hold up. Uh, yes, I can build the habitat now. Build habitat. Wait, no, not this weekend. Next. Wait, what? Ah. No, hold on. Last week. Yeah, but last weekend you said next weekend, which would be this weekend. But the dates you gave were for next weekend. Ah, I'm so confused. So when you said next weekend last week, what you actually meant was 2 weeks from that time. Uh, Water found on Enceladus. Yeah, I should hope so. You're still building your habitat. Right, what we get? We get high temperature superconductors coming up. X. And after that, we need the superconducting magnets. Get like the mass driver or magnetic launch rails, whichever one's better. No, I didn't. But see, last week we were talking on the 5th, which was the Sunday when I was heading up to Mum's place. Oh. Right. So back then, oh, fuck. Ah. Right, so this weekend would have been... So back then, this weekend would have been this coming weekend, which would be this week. Oh, okay, okay. I see, at the time, I was on my way out the door and my brain was thinking this weekend as in, like, right now, today. Um... Okay, next week. Okay. Alright. I was thinking this week. Magnets. Yes, I'm sure, because that one previous research is going to be finished shortly. Okay, so magnetic launch rails are going to make building stuff, like getting stuff into orbit around Earth a lot easier. Worked on... Stratosphere. Yeah, Saturday after Utopia would be better than what was the other one? The other option you gave? Friday, yes. Because the Friday I come home and then I have a stream, which, you know, I'm doing now. And then I kind of have to get to bed because I have to get up for my shift Saturday morning. But after Saturday, I get home and I'm off Sunday and Mondays, so... We're gonna bring a full 20 people this time. Wait. Hmm. Yeah, gonna fill up the rest with more supplies. There we go. Hmm. Okay. There we go. Fully operational. Okay. So search facility. Gonna need. Uh, it- should we have silicone here? We could produce the glass. We need like 300 tons of alloys here to do that. Which is 3 trips, so we might as well just frickin' do all this in 2 trips. Um, okay, have a good night, Marcus. 100 tons of alloys, that'll be 1 trip. Let's wait for that cyclical one to back. There we go. There's that cyclical mission. Has returned. There we go. Alright, so we now have... Oh, it's in Orbis. Aries. Oh, that's okay, that's gonna be our rival, isn't it? Wait, no, that's our ship going back. Wait, that our ship? No, it's a blue line. That's no, because our spacecraft isn't here. Oh, it went back to the okay. Dang it. Alright, well, I guess we're waiting for more fuel to be produced then on the moon so we can get one of these ships back. Yeah, I'm not forgetting about Mars, but like I already have 2 rockets stranded out there until I can get something with more cargo capacity to, well, I guess, no, I can start producing fuel out there, I suppose, but that means I have to get people out there. going to require more rockets. And yeah. Oh, just a big old mess. What resources does Mars have here? Okay, we've got quite a bit of metal, some nitrogen, noble gas, oxygen, silicone, water. Okay, it does have water, so it can produce fuel. Mm. Thing is, even getting the resources for this out there, it's gonna take 2 trips. And that's not even counting whatever type of power production I want to do. Probably gonna be solar. 640. That's yeah, so we're looking at, okay, we can get it done in 2 trips, but then that's gonna leave me with 4 rockets stranded out there. Yeah. Right, screw it. 50 tons, 40 tons of metal. $90 tons of metal, 10 tons of rare earth first. That's except they don't have any spacecraft on Earth either because they're on the moon. I'm waiting for the moon to produce fuel to get them back to Earth. Ah. Okay. Are we able to get you back? And are we able to bring the compartment with minus the people? Pellet needed 62 tons. Ah! Ah, shoot. Okay. Oh. Here we go. Now we can do it. I mean, it'll let me do the click and drag thing. Next, modules. We'll take our crew compartment. No people. Next, tons of fuel. Okay, do it. Go. I mean, I have everything I need on Mars already. Oh, right, because that was what the first stage was all about, just getting the stuff. Oh, goodness. I am so dumb. Okay. Fuel refinery. An outpost. Energy production. Solar, isn't it? Yep, there we go. Yes, I am that dumb. I'm thinking about too many things at once. That's what the problem is. But hey, at least I've got a rocket back on, I've got a spacecraft back on Earth now. Actually, I doubt 106 tons of fuel is going to be enough to get one of these back, is it? 142 tons, yeah. Right. It's good that we got them back to, or one of them back to Earth anyway, because that means I can start bringing up the resources I need for this. I'll do the 100 tons of alloys first, I guess. That's easy enough to do. Luna. Just alloys. Boop. Next. Oh, screw it. Any extra will just get left there. What? No, I didn't want you going that fast, you dumb thing. And next, yeah, we might as well send both of them back. We've got the fuel for it now. Is there anything we want to bring back? None of that stuff. And none of the rest of this either. Okay. Hey. Oh, right, the Celine is. Right, like, oh yes I can. Okay, yeah, let's scrap that. Next we need 10 tons rare. Wait, electronics. Oh, we only got 2.5 from scrapping the Celine. Rare metals, blast. Uh, um, glass, right? Seven, 4. Call it 80. Build your research laboratory. I think what have we got here now? 30. 2 or 5 there. 5 there. That's 12. This will be another. Ooh, we're gonna be short a couple people. That's fine. Mars up. Mm. Generate now. Outpost. Ba-ba-ba. Okay. Search laboratory on the moon. Does not unlock any new contracts. Okay. Da-da-da-da. Don't want to send up another rocket just to drop off 2 more people. Conducting magnet. Uh, 500 ton. 0 tons of fuel launch. Catapult. Interplanetary trajectory by itself. Damn. Anything about launch rails. Capable of launching 1,000 tons into orbit. But each launch does cost 1.5 thousand tons of fuel, which is actually less efficient than rockets, honestly. I think we're gonna have to go for the mass driver. It's only 500 tons per launch, but you're not using any fuel, so it doesn't matter how many launches you take to get things into orbit. Yep, mass driver it is. I'm gonna add that to the queue. Then Actually, before we do that, I think I'm going to get expanded cargo bays. Still going to be using the Stratos for a while yet. Then I can get the mass driver. Yep. Then we're going to need a ship that we can build in orbit to send off to other planets. So for Hermes. Technically do Prometheus, but like their cargo capacity 300 tons. Oop. This one cargo capacity 800. $5,000 ton cargo jumps. It's still only 500 ton cargo capacity. What are you? Fusion propulsion. Any? It's 5,000 tons. Only 1,000. Oh, but it's a single stage to orbit. Okay. But I've got an orbital shipyard anyway, and I'm gonna have the frickin' mass drivers to launch stuff into orbit. I don't really need something to get up into orbit. I just need something that can move lots of stuff around up in space. Capable of landing. So you would need to have something in Mars orbit to get stuff down to the planet then. That's an extra complication. Like this should just be able to go straight there and land. 40. Hermes research is going to take less time. Hmm. the other hand, I do already have 2 Stratos spaceship spacecraft out on Mars. So, yeah, that should be fine. Okay, on the habitat, not habitat, outpost. I shouldn't have scrapped that Selene. Ugh. Okay. Purging state, purging is burning, shell is getting our astronauts here. Okay, humans consume supplies, live in habitats, and are the workforce for many production facilities. Resource mines and factories require humans to operate. Not enough, they will work at reduced speed. They can be recruited on Earth or born in colonies on other planets. If without habitats and supplies, humans will quickly die in space and on other planets. If provided with food and shelter, humans will reduce. Two colonies grow by themselves once they become large enough. The less it is like Earth, the harder it will be for the colonists. Okay. Oh, okay. And our brave astronauts to be the first set foot on Mars. Nobody has. Okay, so we have to do the Hermes for this one. Okay. Okay. Right. So. Um, 30 tons of alloys, 5 tons of electronics. Out of the way, steam, please. I think. Was it 5? 5 tons? Yeah, 5 tons electronics. 30 tons alloys. Boom. Then I think Hermes is going to use. Well, you can put a bunch up there. Oh, that would be all of it, wouldn't it? Yes. Don't have any production for it. You know what? Yeah, I'll put it all up there. I will. Get some of that going down here. Enable gas extraction. Yeah, no, that's not for you. Earth orbit, spacecraft. Now, do need to get the Earth orbit. Payload container. Alloy. Five. So 10. From type S. Don't want any people on there right now. Actually, wait, no, we don't even want to launch it. Just yeah, no, it has to be launched last on its own. Yeah. What we can do though. Supplies up there. That'll do. So those in orbit. Okay. Oh, Selena's still built. Let's go then. Let's speed up a little bit. Okay. Their orbit. Okay. Jupiter orbit. Okay. Excellent. Didn't say we needed any cargo. Optimal. How? How do I do this? Gravitational assist. Maneuver or spacecraft gains speed and changes direction by flying past a moving planet. Gravity and motion to boost velocity relative to the sun without using extra fuel. Plan a mission to another planet's orbit and then immediately plan a mission to another object. Gravitation. Balance boost depends on speed method. The next mission before the previous arrives. Okay. So Pluto. Uh-huh. Okay, so I can't do it from there. So how the heck? Wait, no, is it? How are you supposed to do this? Hmm. Oh, okay. Now what? Now it shows up. What? Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, it's weird that it didn't show up the first time I tried to do that, but 33 February 1st. Okay, so we got half a year, just over half a year. It's 100. It does mean I'll have to restart it again afterward. What? What? Wait. Okay, never mind. Whatever. Okay, sure. Oh, here we go. We're coming up on the launch of the... Yeah, there we go. Do a flyby of Jupiter and then swing out to Pluto. Let's finish with the superconducting magnets. Uh... Orbital fuel refinery. That's tempting. To get water up to it. Yes, right. What do I need to do next? Okay, we're on the cargo bay. Mass driver. Hmm. What else can we build here? Not really much of anything else we can do on the moon, is there? Not until we get some more research done. Okay, so we're gonna have to concentrate on Mars, which means we're waiting. Yeah, we can't really do much of anything else on Mars until we get people out there. Which requires Hermes. You know what? Didn't I think of this? The mobile refinery is automated. It doesn't need people. It's slower, admittedly. 0.04 to 0.06. 0.09.12. But it will steadily convert water into fuel. Hmm. They have at Mars. Well, if we're gonna send people out there, we should probably give them more supplies, I think. Don't. Hmm. Dang, it was so... See, this is what I don't... I guess Mars isn't in the right position, yeah. And next orbit, when we come back around here, Mars will be, like, out here. Yeah. Gotcha. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Alright, let's get some speed going here. Mercury is looking really, really good for mining. Oof, there goes Mars spore. Boom. 8 tons of fuel. Is that enough to get one of these? God's sakes. $205 tons needed. Nope. Okay. Cargo bays are done. Now we're working on the mass driver. Okay. Should probably check how many supplies I have left on the moon. Okay, plenty. Hmm. Source deposit. Huh. Not carrying anything, so we can use. Just need enough to get there because there's already a ton of fuel here. Why'd I do that? Nope. Can't do it that way. Unless... Nope. Okay. Orbit. Thanks. Add resources. Fuel. Guns. I don't need. I just get me. How much fuel is in Earth orbit? 25 tons. Okay. It's not really economical, is it? Not when I have to take off from the surface of the moon. Even though it uses less fuel than taking off from Earth, it still uses fuel. So what I would really need is to get the mass driver on the moon as well, launch the fuel into orbit with that, and then just use the ship to go back and forth between orbits. Let's see here. Really only need the minimum. Oh wait, no, that's no. Cancel that. It's just sending it to Earth directly. We want to send it to orbit, so we have to plan it manually. Still the same amount of fuel, but whatever. Go. Nice, they actually got the comets right. Search complete mass driver. Okay. Earth. Why? My goodness, Skyfer, what the heck? Atmospheric pressure too high. God damn it. Okay, so you can't actually use that on Earth anyway. Damn it. That's annoying. Okay, so what can we... so launch from track built on mountain slope. Okay. Alt. Hmm. Hmm. Will this one... Even if this one will get stuff into orbit, it's still 1.5 kilotons. 1.5 thousand tons of fuel per launch. Where is bits? Let's just do something. I've got a whole bunch of. Only manage 800 tons. At a time, Eagle. Oh, okay, it is more efficient than the. Okay, never mind. Okay. So, what we really wanted was this one then. Assuming this will work in the atmosphere. Damn well better. Although, stationary mass driver, yep. That's what we need. Gonna need 300 tons of alloys. 40 tons of electron. Okay, so that's gonna be a few trips. Okay, let's wait until we see if this other one will work on Earth. Damn well better. Hermes research is almost completed, and we can build that. Port info. Electric engines. Early spacecraft and launch vehicles use chemical engines that consume fuel. There are many other types of engines that can propel them. Electric engines utilize electromagnetic force to accelerate noble gas, such as iron and xenon. Generate thrust. While they are many times more efficient than chemical engines, they are far weaker and thus unable to start from planets and moons without launch vehicles and consume much rarer noble gas. Okay. But the point is, we have researched. So, Earth orbit, spacecraft, Hermes. Build. There we go. Okay. Wait. Right. Um. Plan a mission. Wait. Okay. Mars. Using Hermes. Get it into orbit with the Falcon. Optimal. 300 ton. It's pretty much the entirety of my. It's basically the entirety of my. Well, almost the entirety of noble gases in orbit there. It might be a one-way trip for Hermes until we can get some more noble gas out to it. Okay. 43. Okay, next orbit. Oh. Oh, lovely. Detected an asteroid on an impact course with Earth. Impact's calculated to happen in several years and will wipe out all life from our planet. So it's just an extinction event in history. Death sentence to our homeworld. We have received a nuclear device to stop the catastrophe. Deliver it before time's up, or we are done. Good luck to us all. Never nuclear device, EXO 99 extinctor. Okay. Okay, well, I'm guessing we're gonna have to plan a mission. Where the heck is it? Oh. Whoa, hello. There it is. Oh. There, can we do this? Jones. Nuclear device. Here you go. Optimal. When's this gonna arrive? 45. Okay. So start date is 2045. Arrival date also 2045 December. Okay. So that's good then. Whoa, wait. Total propellant needed 3.92 thousand kilotons. They can only carry 1 kiloton. That's not great. Oh wait, is it just because? Oh, it's just because I don't have enough fuel. Okay. Okay. Doesn't. Eh. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh, it already bought them. Okay, never mind. It already bought the resources and just didn't fucking tell me. Whatever. It's gonna happen. Okay, well, I need to get the nuclear device to the asteroid first. That's going to take a little bit. There's the Mars 5 launch. That's Hermes on its way to Mars. Humans on Mars. Yay. That was uncomfortably close. If we want to, we need to experiment with the place of resource extraction. Asia is one of the closest major asteroids, spectral signature metallic type asteroid. It has potential to be rich in metals rare on Earth. Close look in. Okay. Blah. When's the part where you find the mech? Jeez, honestly. There we go. There we go. Our asteroid destruction mission has been launched. And there we go. Okay. Select. Nuclear device. Specialized high-powered physics package designed for braking and redirection of high-risk asteroids. Okay. Are we able to get that? You know what? Doesn't matter. We're sacrificing that ship. Boom. Asteroid's been destroyed. Shattered and debris thrown off the course. It can no longer threaten us. We're not only a space company, but also saviors of the Earth. Woo! Hell yeah. Saviors of the Earth. Let's go. Love a woman with a high-risk physics package. Alright, so back on mission. Oh, research. Yes, I wasn't paying attention to the research because I was busy with, you know, life-threatening circumstances. That's because by 10%. Fusion theory. That'd be these ones, right? Geez, 5,000 tons cargo capacity. 10,000 tons. Looking at getting some real sci-fi looking stuff here now. Zeus. Oh. Big old container ship in space. 20,000 tons of cargo. Damn. And that leads on to interstellar travel. Excuse me, interstellar vehicle assembly. Atlas. North spacecraft able to move entire asteroids. Okay. I haven't seen that far into the show yet, but I'm definitely getting some For All Mankind vibes from this thing. From what I've seen of trailers in later season. 10,000 tons. Okay, yeah. Question is, what do I want to go for at the moment? Uses supplies. Oh, shit. Bioreactors. Yeah. I think it might be time. So many things. What do we do first? Ah. Hmm. Exhaust velocity. Thrust. Exhaust thrust. No, I need to start thinking about biotech. There we go. Let's get some of that done. Need to be able to start producing need to be able to start producing supplies on planets. We did that. Hydroponic farm requires a crew of 5. Okay. Consumes water and carbon. So, how do we get carbon on Mars? Carbon dioxide extractor. Nothing for just straight carbon, though. It's unfortunate. So we would have to ship the carbon in from, well, I think Earth is our only source at the moment. Unless there's something in research here somewhere. Here we go. CO2 electrolysis. There we go. Splits carbon dioxide into carbon and oxygen. Yep. Mars terraforming. Right. Okay. So add that to the list. And then add that to the list. Yes, I'm sure. Go. I need to start thinking about making these, well, the moon colony is never really going to be self-sufficient, but it's also close enough to Earth that that doesn't really matter. But the Mars colony absolutely needs to be able to use its own food and air. Ah. Okay. Why do we not have... because we got shit ton of things going on. Okay, farm. Don't have the metals? What? Oh. Oh, I'm using more metals than I'm producing. That's unfortunate. Okay, time for another metal mine, I guess. And yes, I will buy the metals for that. That's why this one is fluctuating like that. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I'll buy it this time. There we go. Now I'm actually starting to produce supplies rather than having to buy them. It's good, good, good. Currently, last one I'm getting at the moment. Okay, this is the bottom. Colony construction. The underground habitat. Site 3D printing. Dome habitat. Mm. Ba, 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 ba. Spin graph habitat. Creating habitats. Da da da. Mm. Production. Rotating station. City station. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to go head off here soon myself. Oh, right, magnetic launch rails. We need to see if we can actually build that. Magnetic launch rails, there we go. Short on electronics. Because we don't produce any electronics. Yes, buy them. Oh. Oops. Yeah, I should probably send some supplies to the moon. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha. Mm-mm. Plan. Luna. Stratus. 150 tons. Ah, don't have fuel in orbit. God damn it. Okay, shoot. Go from Earth to Earth's orbit. Load sources. Fuel 800 tons. Next. Eagle. Next. Okay. Launch. Boom. There we go. Done. Right. Down. Earth orbit to Luna. Using Stratos. Add resources. Fuel. No, not fuel. Supplies. Oh. Yeah. What the hell am I doing? 150. There we go. Next. There we go. The moon produces fuel, so really only needs enough fuel for one trip, one-way trip now. Should get. Remote power transfer. Yes. Lets me build power sets or research power sets, which means orbital power stations, which give way more power than solar arrays. Way more power than solar arrays, and also don't require people. But anyway, yes, it is definitely time for me to be heading off to bed now. I know this was a little bit different from my usual Friday stuff, i.e. Farm Sim, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. Where am I looking here? Right, yeah. I thought it was a fitting game to play, given that, you know, right as I was starting stream, Artemis 2 was splashing down. So, yeah. I hope you had a good evening. I will see you tomorrow for some Surrounded. If you're watching on the YouTubes, thank you very much for joining us. And don't forget to, you know, like, subscribe, comment, all that usual jazz. And check out my profile for links to other things that I do. Okay, and good night, YouTube. Well, I guess goodbye, because you could be watching the video during the day, but yeah.